All right, good morning everybody. It's Saturday, day 3 over here at the barn dominium pond project. Yesterday we got a bunch of these logs stacked up from the pond clearing part. You can see there's just a massive pile of logs here, and we still got more. We still got that brush on that west side to cut up, but big old pile of logs. So yesterday, before we left, I forgot to take a shot when we were all done for the day, but right here, this is where those dirt piles kind of were yesterday, that I said we were going to kind of rake out and throw into that berm and then get this leveled out for the layout the site. We got the barn staked out here for the 40 by 72 barn dominium. We got a southwest corner stake over here, northwest corner. Way over there is the northeast corner, and then right over here is the southeast corner. So the barn dominium is gonna have a living quarters on this end with like a balcony set up above, so that's gonna overlook the pond when the pond's in there, and all this stuff will be gone and out of here eventually, but right now we're just working around it. Big stump pile. Right over here was where those big trees were, right in here, and we took those down and got those stumps cleaned up yesterday afternoon. And then right there is where that berm's going to be, and about 12 foot out from that is where the corner of the pond's going to start and come along into this opening, like I said, teardrop shape. But there's one of those big oak stumps that we removed from one of those big trees. This thing's huge with a bunch of other stumps, but all those trees, the sun's kind of bad, but all those trees were like right in here standing. We still got a couple more to take down. We got to take out this oak right here, and then a couple more up in here. But first thing we're going to do this morning is jump on the excavator, I think, come up here and start getting some of this brush and logs out of here on this west side, where the pond bank's gonna be, so we can get the site stripped and start eventually getting ready for moving dirt. Most of this brush moved. This is like the last scoop. I got a little bit to rake up there to clean some stuff up. We're still just hauling it back into this opening back here, out of our site area, so it's not in our way anymore. And the customer wanted a food plot here anyway, so we're just building up some brush walls with the brush, making a nice little food plot in here for him. It'll be right behind this pond. But you can see brush wall goes around here, and then he can plant this to food plot and maybe hunt that oak tree or that pine tree over here, up here. So we'll see. But just keep plucking away. We're making pretty good progress. A little bit more to clean up, and then hopefully by the end of the day today we can get the pond laid out and figure out where everything's going to be located. All right, it's about lunchtime, and I'm going to end up putting all of these stumps from this stump pile back in here on this high ridge and this opening too. There's enough room for it, for them, I think. So what I'm doing right now is this big pile here in the center of the clearing. I'm just kind of grabbing these stumps and shifting them back this way as far as I can reach. Then I'll do it again, and then that way they're closer to the entrance of that opening, and I don't have to cat back and forth as far to grab them.
And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? Strife, my right to fight, to die on. And this is my game to play, to claim a brand new name, oh. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a bit nervous that I might screw everything up that I've ever done. But what's the point of living if you ain't having fun? I guess I'll try this, try that, might miss, gotta find what I'm good at.
Well, we just moved that last, for the stumps back, that last little bit that we needed to get them back into the woods there and stack them and get them out of our way. So we'll do that here in a minute. I'm just spending a few seconds here and grabbing the last remaining branches that are out here, or at least a good amount of them, and then we'll come out here with the dozer and kind of scrape all this off and get it all cleaned up. And I think I'm going to try to end up saving some of this topsoil for the end of the job. Less we have to bring in, the better. So this was the clearing. You can see this is going to be a pond bank going along here, and then the pond bank will also go along here and curve up and go along here. So all this center part here is going to be pond. It's going to kind of be like a crescent shape, I guess, more than a teardrop. But we're gonna we might end up hogging some more out of that up there towards the barn dominium. We'll see. But right now we're just scraping all this topsoil and windrowing it up on the edges so we can doze that off and get the banks all nice and tapered in, and getting this down to clean sand so we can hog that out and take it up onto the building site. Well, we just finished up with a couple hours of dozer work. You can see here's a bank here. The bank goes around there and here. So this pond's gonna sit right in here basically. And we got this stripped down to sand here. And that berm will be over there to block the neighbors. We're gonna take this sand, we'll start in this corner and kind of bale it back and then push it up into the building site. But we'll pile it there so it's just straight clean sand, and then we'll pack it in lifts up in that building site for the barn dominium. But everything's looking pretty good, and I'm happy with what we got done today. I think we're making pretty good progress. So, well, end of day 3. This is where the building pad's gonna go, and on day 1 this is where that cherry tree kind of was up here, and we knocked that out. And I said we had to clear behind this white shed. So all in all, I think we're looking pretty good. I just did a little video where you can see the excavators down in where the pond's gonna be. And this over here, I dozed in all that topsoil and kind of stripped that and took all that topsoil down to sand, and I used it along that edge and along over here. But that right there is going to be the pond, and then right up here is going to be the building site. So we're in pretty good shape. A bunch of big pile of logs over here, but we'll be back to keep going another day.